Hello and welcome to your weekend reading, Oracle reading for for June 15th and 16th, 2019. I'm Linda the Lightworker, and I'm so glad you stopped by. Listen, if you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe down below. And for my regular viewers, I'm going to be doing a live streaming a live streaming reading for 1 hour on Thursday, and that will be at noon. Is that right? Noon? Yeah, noon, that's my time. So that's noon mountain time. So wherever you are, if you're on the East Coast, that's 2 o'clock your time, or California, Pacific Coast, that's 11 o'clock. Anyway, check your local time zone. I'm in the mountain time zone. So anyway, check it out. And what my hope is that you'll come online while I'm online, ask me a question, and I'll pull a card and get some information for you. Okay? All right, let's jump into the cards for the weekend. It's interesting. It's interesting cards again, but that's why I do this. So we're starting off right here from the Great Unknown deck, this Five of Cups. And you can see this horse is not in its power. He's not eating. He's grieving. And this is a card, I keep hearing, I was meditating on this card and what it exactly meant about you not being in your power. And for many of you, this is a time of grieving. You're letting go. You're wishing the marriage worked out, or that that something that happened in the past, an old relationship or something. I keep hearing this is about old relationships. So, we have a full moon coming up too. So pay attention that this might be a trigger for the memories of the past, or being with an old, I keep hearing lover, boyfriend, partner, wife, husband. I keep hearing relationship in that sense. It could be a parent also. So this is a weekend of grieving. And pay attention if you have some sadness coming up. And if you're available to go within, to go deeper into, are you really missing that person, or are you missing affection? Go in deeper as to what you're really missing so that you can clarify what you want. And when I asked for more clarification about this, I get the wonderful, this is the the Eight of Cups rather. And you see this is the spider weaving her web. So this is, I received instructions for you on something you can do this weekend. I want you to write down 8 things. I'm sorry, it's hot in here today. I want you to write down 8 things that you appreciate and see how they connect to each other. Like weave that web of appreciation. This is what the assignment is to create your own web of appreciation and loving what you have now and what you had in the past. Yeah, I really keep hearing there's, anyway, if you're going through a separation right now, this is especially important. It's important to part clean. And as we're letting go of these past hurts and pains that might be coming up, to bless them and think of them as a positive lesson, right? Because we change, we evolve, we grow, and sometimes people grow in different directions. Like, you don't yell at the trees that are growing in different directions. They're just going their own way. So remember, you are a tree, you're strong, you're rooted into this earth and this planet. And give yourself a little room and appreciate so many things about the past, about yourself, about your life now, about the present moment, and write it down. Because when we write those lists down, when the sadness might bubble up or percolate, or if something comes up, we have a powerful full moon coming up. We're getting close to transition out of Gemini, which can sometimes get into a tumultuous sort of headspace, into Cancer, that's going to have a lot of pricklies coming up. So anyway, pay attention and write down these things that you love and appreciate now, so that you can use that as a reference to go back when you're feeling a little down, something's not quite right, okay? And then I got this Wow, I got this message. I got this card from Spirit, and then I got another message. So this card, this is from the Denis Linn Gateway deck, and it says, hearing messages from Spirit. Now, and I apologize for the glare there, but do you see how that's a letter that's written? It was sealed with a heart there from Spirit. So while you are in your journal, this is a writing weekend, people. Get your journals out. Let's do a little bit of writing. So we're going to write down the appreciation, write down your grief and why you have sadness or what you're still mourning with the loss of another. That's okay. You know, that's part of the process. Listen, I've been grieving for about 3 years, and and when those windows change, remember the card we had earlier in the week, that Six of Swords, where it was dark, 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 and then there was a rainbow. Like, it really does shift, and it is okay for you to, I'm hearing some of us, oh, it's Father's Day weekend too, grieving fathers, missing your father, your family. Write these things down. Write down what you love about them. Write down the gifts that they gave you that you never shared with them, because we learn so much, especially in retrospect. Write it all down and then open a page, and if you're up for it, you know, do a meditation, ground down, open up a blank page in your journal, and write a letter to yourself from Spirit or God or the universe or whomever or wherever this energy, this divine force comes from. Tap into that. Find your way and write a letter. Ask Spirit to write a letter through you. Like, Spirit, what if you were going to write me a letter, what would you say? What does your letter to me say? And I would start it as, dear Linda, or my dear beautiful child, and start there and start writing the letter and allow Spirit to flow through you and see what Spirit has for you, because there's a powerful message for you here. There's a message of beauty and grace and growing. And so when I went to my Divine Action card deck, I got the You Are Awesome card. So even while we're going through this process and we have these feelings and emotions coming up, remember at the core of what a beautiful human being you are. And while the world is filled with so much great mysterious, we don't understand why things are happening right now the way they are. But at some point in time, we will, and we'll be able to reflect on it and gain great wisdom. But for now, I will do my best, and I hope you do your best to stay focused on the present moment and not drift too far into the past or into the future, unless if it brings you really happy, positive energy feelings. I love you. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And I really invite you to spend that time talking to yourself and doing that interpersonal work with a little bit of silence, so that you can just get a little deeper into who you are, so that your light shines a little brighter. All right, my dear, I love you, and I'll see you next time.